Okay, let's continue on with this guy here. We've got the chair and a couple of the cylinders done there for the clock faces or the dials or whatever we need. We'll briefly, very quickly have a look at these guys here. As I said at the beginning, a lot of them are just not stitched together, which is not a good thing. So I'm going to select one of them here. Again, come over and just click this a good few times until we select all of them. All polygons to do with this. As you can see, it's nicely spaced out all over the place, looking like a big mess. So essentially for this, because we deleted the polygons in the back here, and the polygon at the ends up here and down here, we could simply just use a cylindrical map. Okay, so with all the polygons selected there, you can see that's a total mess there at the minute. We're going to scroll down here and pick a projection map type of the cylindrical map again. And let's have a look at how that looked. Right, so that looks a bit shit. Okay, so essentially what it's doing is creating a circle around that way, and it's not what we want. Let's try it in a different direction. Okay, that's pretty good. As you can see, it's missing the section down here, but it's got the extra bit here, so we're going to have to clean that up later. We'll just try the other ones. No, no. Okay, so X seems to be the best there. Now, while we have it here, we know that we've got no polygons at the back here. So if you look at the different colors, it might be quite difficult to see. But there is a different color for the actual scene where it is. So I'm just going to go to the rotate. I'm going to rotate this around, and as you can see, as I'm rotating it in the viewport, the perspective view, you can see the UVs are actually being updated. So when I rotate it there, then I know that the seam is along the inside here, so that it's perfectly cutting it up. So this top face here will be this guy here, and it goes right around to the bottom, which is inevitably going to be this guy here. Right, so what do we do to come out of this and to actually start placing this down? We can't click and move it, we can't do any sort of distortion to it now, so we need to remember to come over to the projection and just deselect the cylindrical map projection. Once we deselect that, then we can start moving this around. We can tell here that it's very distorted there at the minute, so we need to simply scale it in. I'm going to scale it right up so that we can see more of the boxes there just for the minute. Run it again, make sure that we can get it so that all the squares look square. Something like that. These guys here seem to be okay, but again, like on the chair, the bottom, zoom in here, the bottom sections down here looks a bit stretched. I'm going to come into the bottom section, turn on these guys here, and turn off select by element. Scale them up like that. And get these guys here. Okay, so what I really need to do is I probably should go select all the verts along here and then use the align vertical, but I'm going to simply just do this quite quickly by grabbing these and just moving that to the side there so it roughly align with the edges of the rest of this. Okay, so that looks alright to me. We can continue on. If you need to change it, like if it's still looking a bit distorted or whatever, we can come in and just tidy it up a wee bit. Whatever you think. Quite a bit there. I'm going to go to polygon again, select by element, select a whole lot of this, hold down control and scale that right down. Okay, so that's one pole there. I think I'll leave it roughly, I think the UV is roughly bigger. skinny objects, but we'll leave it roughly like that sort of size. Maybe these will all fit in there. So we've got one there. We've got that one selected. It's all unwrapped. Come up to edit. Copy the UVs themselves. I'm going to select the next one down here. And just scroll up in the modifier panel. To the plus. Click it loads of times. It's not going to continue on to any other objects because when we built it, it was a cylinder in itself. So if I zoom out, we can have a look at all its little sections there. We can simply go to edit, paste. That will paste that next one directly down on top of it. I'm just going to hold down shift, drag it off to the side there a wee bit. Select the next one down here. We should be able to even hold control and select both of these at the same time. Grow the selection out, edit, paste again, and then move these across the side. We're in select the elements, so just deselect. Select them both together actually. Right, grab that, plus all the way out, edit, paste. That's the guy that I want to put in there, and this is the last guy here. Now the reason why I'm putting them in order is if we were to actually, say for example, these were actually rotated around. 1 second, we'll continue on with this in a minute.